Eric, I want to thank you again.
Yeah.
My pleasure.
You really accommodated us for this. And I want to thank all of you for coming. It was wonderful. Very touching. And I want to thank these beautiful poets.
Yes.
So, I have a sort of mishmash of stuff here. I'd like to start with this poem because it amuses me. And it actually got published. It's called Tendencies. Life drives me crazy. I swear, this is not my car. I don't remember buying it. I can't afford to rent it. I don't recall parking here. There's never enough insurance. I wouldn't shop here if someone had warned me. Who knew? Right here, this gets real existential, like, I don't understand the stricken world, so sad and beautiful. All I know is somehow I stopped here and choose to stay to continue the tradition. I tell myself, remember to stand up. Then I look around to see if I have the keys. Then it all comes back. Turns out I do drive. I even have a license. I drive good. It's strange where one's mind can go. This is a poem for my family. It's called Miracles. Learning to lower my head to love, on my knees like a child. Stepping away from myself for anyone, you. To see my faults and know them and feel regret. Understanding I'm not alone and still embarrassed, I gulp and go on. To be willing to go on. To hold everything close, knowing it will be gone eventually or soon. To be this courageous because love never dies. It's alive, moving through us like all the rivers in the world, all the oceans of troubles, running us ragged, washing us up on the beach. Not quite a picnic, but the view is spectacular.
Nice.
Ever since I started reading poetry a really long time ago, I always get really terrible cotton mouth. Because all my saliva escapes out of my armpits. So this is a very odd poem, but I just have to read it. And to comfort you, it was written for Halloween, just so you know. And this was written for Sista. Holding you close, a macabre perspective. If your brain was in my hand, well, both actually, it's ample, I would lovingly cup it like a special lab experiment, carefully supporting your cerebrum, gently kneading the stem, sagging only slightly due to vigorous use. And I push your entire organ into my heart. It's crowded in there, but you've always had clearance. Notably, I'd make extra space. After all, we once were roommates. I protect and keep it safe, though every twitching muscle and tender nerve would squirm in my hands pre-insertion. This process could be messy, but stains are expected and welcome, and I assure you, I'd never wash my hands again. Kind of weird. Okay. This is for my friends Essay and Lorraine, who marched in Los Angeles very recently when hell broke loose, and then went back and helped clean up graffiti, and more hell broke loose. So this is called Thanks to the Muse. Here in this world, I am compelled to listen until my heart shatters on the kitchen floor as I try to prepare a privileged breakfast. The world is my diner. I am the waitress. The starving, suffering masses echo through the radio. I breathe airwaves, gasping. Then I eat eggs and toast. Grief is served on the side, whether I'm bare in my robe or standing here dressed, fully shocked.
Yeah.
You know, these aren't really that fun, but the world isn't.
No.
This was written a year ago, just less than a year ago, during the sweeps. It's for Mr. Newsom and the city halls. Face this freeway. You say it with your face, worn as uneven sidewalks, staring out from behind the signs, held up like shields from exhaust. The damp wind upside rough cheeks, chilled as the cold exposes you, and the people trying to live, swept off by the law from the torn streets of this magnificent city, like broken panes of glass. Every shard reflects us and cuts through false promises, the money spent on everything else, the affordable housing famine, the shortage of brown bag sandwiches, the blanket deficit, the random seizures of shopping cart luggage, flattened cardboard boxes vacated daily, becoming mounds under plastic nights in camps passed by, then swept away. Eyesores in the dulled eyes of a government that won't look long enough to cry. Refusing to see a damned thing, damned by this magnificent, classy city disguised as renewal. You say it with your face because you know those in control are not listening. The concept of despair, distant, familiar, ignored, will numb the heart. You say it with your bare face because the powers that be lose consciousness when the mask of privilege falls on eyes afraid to recognize the obvious. You say it with your life because you live here in it. Thank you. This poem was written during a cancer scare last year, and it's also about meditating, and everything turned out okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Slice. Take off a piece of yourself, put it in your mouth, and try to talk about it, or around it, or try to ignore it. In private, one tends to choke. The public don't want to see that. It can be hard to breathe evenly as the cause of it all slowly settles. The gut growing heavy, like something will happen to you sooner or later. It gets so close your heart beats at you, echoing what you think. You think you can't take it. Not knowing is too much, but knowing could be unthinkable. And that's when you cut fear down to size and drop it. Slice it clean through. Then sit.
Yeah.
My heart goes out to everyone going through cancer. Mm. This is sort of like a personal pep talk. It's called The Hardest Job. First, you want to do something. Then you get an idea and you pursue it. Run, run, run. You know you must focus and decide what to do, what will work. Run, run, run by yourself. And if you're lucky, one of the smart ones who want to help someone else step up. Together, you go into your mission with all your heart until suddenly you may learn you're not exactly who you thought you were. And gotta look real hard at why you choose to do this and what's in it for you. And next you see, you need to work on yourself. And that's the hardest job, man. That's the real work. Everything is training. It's a setup. It's perfect. You're hired. Oh, that's familiar, huh? Good. Not alone. This was written on the last 4th of July we had, just about a year ago. It's called Ignition. Shocking the sky, fire explodes, red, white, and blues, scattering sparks past city limits, tearing at the dark. Airing rages sorrow masked in electric colors, burning the skin of America. Scarred with bling's allure, disguising suffering, in wild throbbing pulses of colored lights, hitting clouds like bombs, shaking the people awake. We don't sleep well, knowing what the world powers are doing to the world. Artillery blowing us apart, brilliant fragments dropping out of space. Happy Independence Day, on a dark night in history, in a dream of freedom, lighting hell's match for peace on earth.
Yeah.
And this is my last poem, written on the solstice, our last winter solstice. And this is for everybody. It's called Thanks. For you, I give thanks. For your embrace, I offer my arms. For your hurry, my legs. For our work, my hands. For our pain, my empathy. For the land, I devote my body. For the sea and sky, my eyes. For blooming flowers, my nose. For a taste, my mouth. For words, my tongue. For poems, I leave my mind. For those being born, my breath. For those dying, my heart. For the world, my life. For all the beings, all our prayers. For everything that is, all that is. We are inseparable. Thanks for helping me learn this one thing. One is plenty.
Yeah. Nice.
Thanks for coming, everyone. Take good care.